Hi Sequels friends, today we are doing another haul and it is another vintage haul. This is just a little mini vintage haul, so come on with me and let's see what I got. Hi Sequels friends, thank you so much for returning to my channel. It is wonderful to have you here today. And if you happen to be new, my name is Heather and I am a part-time reseller across various platforms, and I like to use this YouTube channel to document my journey. So if you're interested in all things reselling from vintage to new, if you like deep dive analysis and hauls, you're definitely in the right place. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring-a-ding-a-ling that bell so that you are notified every Friday and now Sunday. Yes, 2 days, every Friday and Sunday when I upload new videos. Let me show you guys what I got. This is just a little mini haul. I'm going to do it the same way I did the last haul, which is I'll probably put some comps up on the screen along with the price that I paid for the item. The whole aughts thing happening, I thought it might be worth trying. It is just 9 West accessories. And it's just a cute little single compartment with the zipper pocket and then the front flap. And it has that really pretty, almost distressed-like leather look that you're used to for aughts kind of thing. Not on its biggest setting, and I'm plus, so it's a pretty good size for a crossbody. And it has a nice weight to it. So all those things kind of were my motivation for picking it up. And it was pink tag. So all those things were my motivation for picking it up, even though I can't find a daggum thing on this brand. Now I believe it's MU. I was trying to figure out if it might be MJ, but I think it's MU. And the only other identifier within it is made in Colombia. It is a big single pocket in the inside along with a zipper pocket, and then it also has the dividers for credit cards and such. Flap on the front, snap closure, and there's the back. This is one of those where you pick it up because you feel like it's something, the price is right to take the risk, but you really have no idea. Now, I should preface by saying, I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, well, you should just check comps while you're in the store. And I have to tell you, I rarely, if ever, check comps when I'm in the store. One of the main reasons for that is because a lot of the stores that I'm in, I just can't get a good enough signal to actually check comps. The other thing is I don't have the patience for it based on the cost of goods. So if the item costs less than $5, I'm more likely to take a risk on it than to put everything in my cart, push it all the way to the front door of the store, and sit there and check comps on everything. But anyways, this is a testament to going for it when you feel like something is working. This is very summertime-ish. It looks like a straw bag, but it's super duper flexible. It is Eric Javis, and I don't know anything about that brand. And it's Eric Javis in the inside, and that label is a little bit dirty, but just rest assured that I haven't washed it. And it has all pink in the inside, which makes me feel almost like 90s, 2000s, but I'm not sure. But then also it has branding on this inner zipper. And it also has pretty nice branding on this zipper. So you'll be able to see on the side there where the comps are at, and I may even put the retail on that because I was not aware of this brand, and it definitely looks like it's a bolo and worth the pickup if you see it. Now, I have been doing fairly well with vintage bedding. I've had a few vintage sheet sets and partial sheet sets sell from specifically the 80s and 90s. I saw this little laundry basket full of new in package with tags, dead stock, or new vintage items as people call it. I call it dead stock. I knew I had to pick them up, and these to me are all sorts of 90s gorgeousness. They're that muted floral, very Waverly 1990s. I mean, so many of us had either a brass or a white wicker bed and this similar motif on the bedding, the curtains, the everything. But just for current, I thought that these kind of have that cottage romantic feel. They are signature. It says Signature Design Collections. There are 2 standard pillowcases in here. I'll pop up right there what my price was. They are the no iron pillowcases, which I think the no iron does very well. A cotton poly mix, and you can even see the original Montgomery. Okay, first of all, it's Montgomery Ward, which when's the last time they were open? Mid-2000s, if that? And then also, especially given how much we are in the middle of inflation crisis right now, can you imagine? $2. These are a different brand. They are also dead stock, and you can't see the pattern as well, which is a little disappointing. It's mostly white, and then might have to put me body in. There you go. And then with this really pretty almost watercolor floral, and then it also has the embroidery detail. These to me look like they are from the 70s. As you can see, it still has the store labels on it, and these were actually for pennies. They are Fashion Manor, and again, no iron muslin, and they're that Codel polyester that seems to be really popular during this time, and also seems to have a pretty daggum good resale value. That's a set of 2, and both of these are queen. So I can imagine, especially if you have a boho vibe and you really like to mix and match, that these would be fun to add. And then sheet. This is just a twin flat sheet, and I do like to pick up single sheets, especially flats, but even fitted sheets if they're in a cool fabric pattern. Not only for sheets, but anybody who's crafty or sewer can make this into numerous things. If they want to make throw pillows out of them, it's easy peasy. Also, you see, especially if you are on TikTok and following any of the sewing gals, they love yardage is not cheap, folks. And you kind of want, when you're sewing, to have things different than other people. They love to use these to sew dresses, skirts, etc. So when I list this, I always add in to the title fabric yardage, and then I'll put a note in there, you know, could easily use it for sewing. This is a taste maker. It's the epitome of class. Taste maker. Again, no iron. This is a twin size, and check this out. I don't know, to me they look like little palm trees, but I'm a Florida girl, but I think they're little flowers, and it has stripes of navy, green, yellow, red, and look, these were designed by Marlene, and based on the way Marlene looks, I'm guessing she designed these in the 70s. So cool. I can't wait to see if those move. I picked this up solely based on aesthetic. And as I always say, there is always some sort of theme to my thrifting. I don't know why I do it. I don't even realize I'm doing it until I get home and I check my haul. But I definitely have a Puritan vibe mixed with a dusty floral vibe. This, as you can see, is a really pretty dusty floral. It is Lorraine. Now, I know Lorraine makes a lot of vintage items, but also they make current items. And I know that sometimes some of this is made in the USA. So I don't know. I'm guessing based on the pattern that it's vintage, but I don't know. So if you guys have any insight on this, feel free to let me know as well. It is about right about at the knee length nightgown. There is no fabric content in it, but it does feel like nylon, which customers love. And then as well as that, it has this really pretty sleeve with lace detailing at the collar, and then the little cute ribbon rose. I don't know what it is about this top, but I love it. And right now I am wearing some ripped up wide leg jeans with that whole 70s vibe that's coming back again and again. How often does it? I mean, it kind of stays with all the boho vibes, but it seems to be coming back again. And to me, this would look adorable with some ripped flared denim bell bottoms. And this is one of the things I really loved about it, is this beautiful crocheted floral collar. long sleeve button front, but it is a clean button front. I'm not sure if you could tell right there, but it does have the hidden placket buttons at the sleeve. Again, it would look great with flared jeans, distress, or also you could totally wear this with a skirt and have a very academia look. So lots of different variables there. I don't know that I showed you, but it is Mr. Witt on these labels, and the silhouette, I'm guessing late 80s, early 90s. What? It has to be 60s, 50s, 60s. You can't read the label because it is too old, but there is, and it's all scrunched up there, but there is a Union label in it. I have to go back and do my research on Vintage Fashion Guild and remind myself what this Union label looks like, what decade. But silhouette, it seems very 50s or 60s. So, like a shift dress. I had to think about it. Shift versus sheath gets me every frickin' time. Like a shift dress, it is that thick knit in red, half placket with a candy stripe detail right here, candy stripe detail right here, and at the chest it has little flowers. They look almost like daisies, but I gotta tell you, our strawberries are starting to bloom right now in the garden, and they look like strawberry flowers. It is so darling and cute. There are a couple of little quirks given the age. I'm not sure if you could see some couple barely there spots. A little barely there pull hole. And a little pull hole there, but to me, overall, not too shabby at all. I'm really excited to see how this does, and I'm predicting right now that I think it will sell on Thrilling. I mean, when I say that Puritan collar, it started minute with that button down, and then it goes full on crazy. And I'm seeing these big collars all over the place, between vintage gals, between the runway, and I gotta tell you, it actually looks kind of fresh because we haven't seen anything like this since this time. I always do well with these button-up, belted, pleated skirt, fit and flare, vintage secretary dresses. And this one is Borelli, which I've sold before, made in the USA, and it is in a very wearable size 14, and it does measure, because this is an 80s dress and things were a bit oversized, it does measure pretty true to current sizing. I love it. Really pretty green. I feel like it's just an abstract pattern. I stared at it and I can't find like what kind of pattern it would be. And then it has this oversized Puritan collar with the crochet lace detail, and it's very textured, almost like a linen. Shell Stewart. And here's the label. That's what I like to do these vintage hauls for, to give you guys a bit of a better look at the label. And why I think it is 90s is not only the embroidery, but also that it's made in Taiwan. Late 80s, early 90s. Beautiful window pane plaid in a really pretty blue. I'll try to show it to you. My gray always messes up the color of blue, my gray walls, but this looks pretty true to color. It is a size 6. It looks gorgeous. I'll put a picture up on Miss Manny Quinn because she is a size 6. And it has this really pretty full circle skirt, button down, half hidden placket, and there is a little hook and eye detail in there. I would take these sleeves and of course roll them up, and then it doesn't have a belt with it, but it does have a little bit of that blousey quality when it's on Miss Manny Quinn. Fashions. Again, elaborate label, but also what makes me realize it's 80s, it has that lot on it, paper tag. And then also, if you could see at the very bottom, it does say made in the USA. And plus, everything about this is 80s. 3/4 length sleeve. That moody floral where it's the beautiful pinks up against the black ground. Smaller floral, a little bit of roses. Very, very 80s. The oversized Puritan collar. This one has that same almost linen-like vibe with the crochet lace detail. Got a little bit of a puffy sleeve. It does have some shoulder pads, but what's exciting about this puffy sleeve is there is actually a little bit right here, an inch of gathered crinoline in the inside to kind of help with that poof. Also, it has a very defining waistline with that blouse in, so it bubbles over a little bit, and a real pretty midi skirt. And I think my favorite quality about this is it is actually a knit and it is not a woven. So you know that will lay just a little bit more movement to it. Love, love, very cute. And then the back has, if you could see there, since the buttons are black, it does have a bit of a zip to get it easy on off. And then the buttons right there. Love, love, love. So not a huge vintage haul, but I know you guys are loving to see more vintage stuff, which is why I'm dropping videos twice a week now, so that I can include more vintage content without becoming an exclusively vintage channel. So you saw what the projected comps were per item as well as the cost of goods. So let's do a breakdown right here of what the total cost for everything right here is, as well as my total projected gross projections. Why did that word escape me? I love to do that to show you guys that you may not feel like you're picking up a lot of stuff, but when it is vintage, it does add up for retail pretty quickly. As always, once I sell through 50%, I will do an update. This is a small haul, so you probably get a 60-second update on this one, but I will certainly do an update. And I wouldn't be surprised if sometime soon you see one of these in the Wednesday flip of the week. So be on the lookout for that. And let me know in the comment section below what was your favorite find. And if you have any vintage specific questions, list them down below, as I will certainly be sure to address them in an upcoming video. I hope you guys found this video useful, helpful, informative, and I will see you on Sunday with some more reselling content. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye. Little mini haul right here. So come on with me and see what I got. I left my music on.